Are you unhappy with your life? Do you feel like others are living better, happier, more beautiful lives than you? Do you ever think, if I just had a little more money, more comfort, or more respect, I would finally be happy? So many people feel this way. But sometimes, when we keep wanting more, we end up losing the most precious things we already have. Welcome to English Lit Stories, where you learn English through inspiring and real motivational stories told in a simple, natural, and emotional way. Today's story will touch your heart and teach you something powerful, a lesson about gratitude, love, and the real meaning of happiness. This is the story of Maya and David, a couple who had love, peace, and comfort, but lost it all because they wanted more. The story. Maya was a young woman with big dreams. She wanted to live a rich, beautiful life. She wanted expensive clothes, shining jewelry, and elegant friends. But she was born into a simple family and married a kind, humble man named David, who worked as a small clerk in an office. They lived in a tiny apartment in the city. David loved Maya deeply and tried to make her happy, but Maya was never satisfied. Each time she visited her wealthy friend, Emma, she came home feeling poorer and sadder. At night, she would whisper to herself, "Why wasn't I born for a better life?" One evening, David came home smiling. "Maya," he said proudly, "we've been invited to a grand party at the minister's palace." Maya's heart jumped with joy, but soon her smile faded. "I can't go," she said quietly. "I have nothing beautiful to wear." David wanted her to be happy. He gave her all the money he had saved to buy a new dress. Maya bought a lovely gown, but she still felt incomplete. "My dress is fine," she said sadly, "but I have no jewelry." Then David said gently, "Why don't you borrow something from your friend, Emma?" The next day, Maya went to her friend's home. She opened a jewelry box, and her eyes sparkled. A beautiful diamond necklace lay inside. "This one," she said softly. When she wore it, she felt like a queen. At the party, everyone admired her. She danced, laughed, and felt proud for the first time in her life. It was a night she would never forget. But when she came home and looked into the mirror, her heart stopped. The necklace was gone. They searched everywhere, in the streets, in the carriage, in the ballroom, but the necklace had disappeared. Maya's hands trembled. "What will I tell my friend?" she cried. David stayed calm and said, "We will replace it." They went from shop to shop until they found one that looked exactly the same. It cost more than they could ever pay, but David borrowed money, sold their belongings, and signed loans. Maya returned the new necklace to her friend without saying a word. From that moment, their life completely changed. They moved into a small, dark apartment. They sold their furniture. Maya learned to cook, clean, and wash clothes. Her soft hands became rough. Her beauty slowly disappeared. David worked day and night, taking extra jobs. They lived in poverty and silence. 10 long years passed before they could pay all their debts. By then, Maya looked old, thin, and tired. But her heart had changed. She had learned what life really meant. One Sunday, Maya saw her old friend, Emma, walking in the park. she decided to tell her everything. "Emma," she said, "do you remember that diamond necklace I borrowed? I lost it. We replaced it and spent 10 years paying for it." Emma was shocked. "Oh, Maya," she whispered, "my necklace wasn't real. It was imitation, worth only a few $100s. Maya stood still, her eyes filled with tears. 10 years of pain, loss, and struggle for something that was never real. That night, Maya sat by the window. The stars shone softly above her, and she thought about her life. She whispered, "I had love, peace, and happiness, but I wanted more, and I lost everything." Then she smiled faintly and said, "Be grateful for what you have, because if you keep wanting more, you might lose what truly matters." Sometimes life teaches us the hardest lessons in the quietest ways. Money and beauty may shine for a moment, but love, honesty, and gratitude shine forever. This was a real moving story of a girl who wanted more. You just learned something inspirational and powerful and improved English through an inspiring and emotional story. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to English Lit Stories, where we learn English naturally through motivation, inspiration, and real-life lessons.